NASCO's mission is to set standards for the assessment, maintenance, and rehabilitation of underground infrastructure. Safety must be at the core of every standard. This video focuses on the inherent dangers associated with pipe plugs. Pipe plugs are usually cylinder-shaped devices inserted into pipelines and inflated against the walls of the pipe to temporarily stop flow. Sections of pipe are then isolated for repair or rehabilitation. Plugs vary in size, shape, material composition, and pressure rating to accommodate almost any pipeline configuration. They are typically inflated with air, water, or nitrogen. Nitrogen, an inert gas, is often used when isolating gas lines to eliminate the possibility of an explosive mixture occurring. Before doing any pipe plug installation, employees must first and foremost adhere to all applicable confined space entry regulations. The primary risk with pipe plugs is the plug dislodging or rupturing, creating a violent release of pressure that can cause severe injury or death. The plug or pieces of the plug can also become dangerous projectiles. While every job will require special precautions, the following 12 steps provide a general safety guideline. First, measure the inside pipe diameter. Then, inspect and clean the pipeline where the plug will be installed. Typically, plugs are installed at least one pipe diameter length into the pipe, with no part of the plug protruding from the pipe. Next, determine the type and size of plug required. Some factors include the pipeline configuration, ingress or egress of the deflated plug, and the amount of back pressure. Become familiar with the selected plug and review all manufacturer's instructions. Examine the plug and associated equipment for damage and wear. The manufacturer will detail the installation and use procedures, which must be followed. Blocking or bracing may be required to prevent the movement or complete dislodgement of the plug. Plug manufacturers and/or certified engineers should be consulted. Use a properly calibrated pressure gauge when inflating the plug. Only inflate the plug to its maximum inflation rating. Inflation kits allow for personnel to be in a safe location while the plug is being inflated. Back pressure is the force generated by the liquid or gas the plug is holding back. Never exceed the maximum back pressure and always research potential risks that could increase the back pressure during plug operation. Underinflation can be as dangerous as overinflation. Underinflating may cause the plug to slip and become dislodged due to not adequately holding the back pressure. Once installation is complete, the plug pressure should be monitored regularly via the use of gauges. Workers should be able to monitor gauges from a safe location. Deflating and removing the pipe plug should only be attempted when all the back pressure has been relieved. If enough back pressure exists when the plug is deflated, it will lose contact with the pipe walls and release, potentially causing bodily harm and damage to the plug. As with inflation, the deflation process should occur at a safe distance. Typically, plugs are installed in manholes or similar access structures. Remove any blocking and then safely remove the plug. Re-inspect and clean the plug so that it will be ready for the next use. Store the plug per manufacturer's recommendations. These guidelines are a basic overview to help users understand the potential dangers associated with the use of inflatable pipe plugs. And it's important to note that forces increase dramatically as pressure and pipe diameter increase. Each worksite is unique and comes with its own challenges, so installing and using pipe plugs should always be assessed on an individual basis. For more information, visit nasco.org.